Okay, so we are going to assign a footprint for this display device, that is the 7-segment module here. And see, that's a display 7-segment it is. So display 7-segment is here, and you need to choose the display, that is what we have already here is KCSA02. Okay, KCSA02. So search in the same series. So KCS02 is here. Let me see what type of footprint it is. No, this is an SMD footprint, A05 SMD. This is not the one. This is also SMD. This is not the one. Just check for this ones. HDSP. No, this is not the one. I think okay. No, this is not the one. 7-segment display. I don't think so even this is true. Okay, should be there, some should be there, but we are not very sure which is that one. So if I'm not finding, we have to create a footprint. That's the only option. So these are all different kind. Hopefully this could be possible. You see this 7-segment display, it is 1 2 3 4 5. Just find out the, we need to find out the distances once. So I want actually the, as per the data sheet, if you look into this, the pin to pin is actually 15.24. So I need to find from this pin to this 10 is 15.24. That should be the case. So I will hold press space here, that is 0, then go along this way. Correct, 15.24 exactly, you can see here from pin number 1 to 10, 15.24, proper, perfect. Then pin number 1 to pin number 2 is, look at the dy, it is 2.54, it's proper. I think that's what we need to look into. So this is possible. 7-segment LTS2, that is a, which one it is? The second one. So second one is a footprint that is matching exactly with this. Okay, so I will straight away choose it. I will not go for the designing this. So I will assign this as a footprint for the 7-segment. So for this I will assign footprint this one. Let's have a look this also once. No, this is not the one. So I will copy the same footprints to rest all. Paste the footprints. So the only thing that you need to remember in assigning footprint is to match the dimensions. That's very important. So sometime footprint will be there but with a different name. So you need to identify which is the right one and choose that one here, and you should able to justify why you selected that. Because now if you look at this V footprint, you see I can justify now, because if you see this dimension and if you look at the data sheet here, they are matching. See here, pin bottom row and top row is having 15.24. Here also this is the bottom row, this is the top row, and pin number also 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So here also it is same way, it is starting from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, and if you look at the pin to pin gap, so you know how I am. So press the space bar at the center of pin number 1, then move the cursor here and note down dy and the bottom, that is 15.24. So it is exactly matching with what dimensions we are expecting. So but outer dimension, not worry, that doesn't matter for us. What we need to worry is actually these holes. Okay, because we are going to mount it on these holes. So use this component as a footprint. So we are done with the assigning footprint and we can now continue with the design. So just to save and OK. So footprints are assigned. Now what is left is you need to simply go with the tools and assign footprint is done. Generate net. So do this, generate netlist. It will generate a netlist for the lab file. Save the netlist file. Once you generated netlist, go to the PCB editor. Now in the PCB editor, what I expect is to load the component first, so that I'll come to know what dimensions we are expecting. So I'll go here and load netlist. So load the netlist file here as lab file. If any errors are there, it will highlight here itself, because some components, if you miss the footprints and all, it will appear here. Yes, so these are the footprints that we have actually loaded. Update the PCB. Okay, J1 MP is not found. Okay, J1 bad, MP not found, barrel jack. So I have an error with the barrel jack. Okay, let me solve that. I think there is a problem with the barrel jack. Expected, because yeah, I'll go to that barrel jack. The thing is, I think we have not used. Okay, there are actually mounting pin. Okay, so what I suggest is go to properties, edit properties, just check this once. Okay, this is proper. Pin number 3 is MP. Okay, so what I need, either I need to edit this pin number 3 as MP. Okay, or what I suggest is connect this pin number MP, sorry, okay. Okay, so what I suggest you to do is, let me open the footprint editor once, and I need to create a new footprint for the barrel jack, and I need to rename the MP for that pin number 3. That's the only option. So I need to do that. I will just to make sure that if we have loaded that or not, or it's not there at all. Yeah, it's there, but pin number 3 is not connected. Okay, I don't think so. We need to worry about that, because pin number 3 is a mounting point. Okay, not have to worry about that. So I think we can continue with the same design. It's not an issue. The problem of getting that error is because the pin number 3 is written as MP here. So either you need to edit this component in the component symbol editor and rename it as 3, or you need to edit a new component in the barrel jack footprint, recreate a new footprint, rename that as MP. Either one we have to do, but anyway it has neglected that. It doesn't matter for us, because it is just a matter of connecting this mounting pin to the pin number 2, which is not necessary in the circuit diagram. Okay, so we can leave that part. We can continue with the same design now. So this is what our circuit diagram is here. So with this reference, I'm going to make a board. Okay, I'm going to create a edge cut here. So select the edge cut for the board, and you know how to select an edge. Select this uh, tool here, add graphic line, use the mouse on edge cut, and what you do is need to make it roughly, see that how much it takes. Press dy, hold it there. This could be the dimension for horizontal, and this vertical, and this may be the dimension for the vertical. This much will place for the vertical, roughly around we'll do it again. So starting from this point, I will do dy. This is around I think how much is it in inch or mm? I think it is in inches. Okay, so 2.75. Okay, so what I suggest is we can just make it 2.9. I think it is too much actually. What I'll do is the grid view. That's better. You need to change the grid view. Make grid view as I think 1 mm. That's better. Okay, we'll get a very clear idea, and we'll make it mm. That's good. So now we'll start from this point, make dy, and this will be around 7 mm, or let me place it around 60. Okay, and this will be around 10 mm. Yes, 10 mm here, or we'll place it around 120. We'll place 120, and 60. So yes, it's complete. So we created a board edge, and yeah, something wrong with that. Okay, it doesn't matter. We have to delete that. We need to do that again. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter much. So what we'll suggest is we just place the component one by one inside this box. So this is the board cut we decided. What I suggest you to drag the component one by one. Okay, so place the cursor over here and make M to move the component. This is I think for the, what is this component? This is U5, U3. So U3 in to see what it is. Just keep shifting between the schematic and this. So we need to place it accordingly. So this is actually U3. U3 is actually the driver, 7 segment driver. I hope I'm connected. Okay. So U3 it is, and there is one more which is U2. U2 is other side, and then we have TSOP IC. Okay, fine. So zoom out. There is TSOP. So let me put this display in the row. So these display we will put it first. Does that accordingly we need to put, that is U6. And if you look at this, U4, U5, U6, U7, that's supposed to come. U4, 5, 6, 7. So this will come in the last. This will come in the last, but remember the display has to be rotated to the right side R. Okay. So this way we need to rotate it. This is the way, because it will fit physically in this way, because it is the bottom side of the display, it is the top side of the display. Okay, U6, that is the last display. And now let's look at the first display, that is maybe this. We'll just see M to move. That is U5 exactly. Press R, rotate it, place it over here. That looks good. Then next, again zoom in. U4 M, zoom out, rotate. This is U4, place it over here. The same distance we can place it. Next is this U7 M, M, I think U7, rotate it, we'll place it over here. And what I should do is I'm going to select all this display, M, and oh sorry, this. Okay, so what I suggest is just use this M, move it a little bit this side. Okay, now I will take this M, U7, rotate and place it. Okay, fine. So as far as possible, maintain equidistance between these, because that is a physical display which is going to be put up on the top of the board, and let it be well aligned. And this is the power, put it over here, and the capacitors, resistors are there. So we need to carefully choose those items one by one. Just look at the pin number where they are from. They are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay, most majority are on the other side, that is R, 5, 6, 7 on 15, 16, 17. So it will take some time, definitely. R, 5, 6 and 7. Yeah, that's here. R5, move it, press M to select, and then move it. R5 is actually pin number 15, that is here. Rotate it here itself. That will be good because they are well aligned. Okay. Then you have R5, R6. Move, zoom in, zoom out. Rotate, rotate, then move. Proper. Then zoom out. R5, 6, 7. 7 is here. Yeah. Take it. Sorry, control Z. 7. So that is from here. So we'll place it here only. 1, 2. Done. So look at the circuit diagram once here. So R7 is 70. What is this? Okay. Oh, sorry, that is R9. R9 is different. R9 is different. Okay. So R9. R9. Yeah, that's here. R9. R9, rotate and place it. That's it. Perfectly placed. Fine. That's it. And this R7 is here. So let me place that too. So look at that. Then it is R10. I think that is R11, R8, R10. R11, R8, R10. One by one. In these three we can move together. Okay, here one more component. Then R10 is here. I think that's it. So then we have this BC series. So 4 transistors are placed. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. R11 is also there. R11 should be somewhere here. R11 already placed. R11, or we have already placed. R11 is placed. R7, R10, R11. So 3, 3, 1 is missing. There is one more. R8 it is. R8. R5 is there. R8 is here. So this is the one which is missing. Okay. R8 is missing. That's supposed to be this. Fine. So we need to move that. Move this. Okay, so okay, fine. So this is how it is placed. Now we have one more component to be placed, which is the 5-5 timer. So we place that. Due to 5-5 timer, take it and place it over here. So I think we need to shift this a bit other side, that there are a lot of space other side. So what I suggest is we will move this component later. I suggest you to move the entire this component, to the move this way. Okay, that makes it better. This side we will move this component, sorry, this component to this side, so that we can place TSO sensor here. Okay, next is this U1 we need to place. U1, there is U1 somewhere. Yeah, here is U1. U2, oh sorry, so this is U1, M, place here, and we need to see the direction in which the U1 should be placed. So I will just rotate it R this way, M to move around. Just look at the pin diagram of the component for the safety, how this is placed. So see, that is the front side. This is the front side of the component. So ground vs out. So ground vs out supposed to be together. Okay, so which is closely placed supposed to be, yes, so this should be reversed. Okay, R, yeah, this way. And now you can move this. Probably you can place it over here. This is a perfect place for the component U1. Then we have some more components left out, especially the transistors will move, so that other components we can place later. I think, yeah, 4 transistors are there, Q1, Q2, Q3, and supporting resistors also there. we should place it such that they are near to the pin 3 and 8. So 3 is here, somewhere 3 will be here, and I think it's better to place the transistors nearby this, or somewhere here we need to place it. So I will just move this a bit to the side, M, this way we will move, okay, and we need to place the Q1, Q2, Q3, we will place it here, and this pin number 3 we can, and we will move this little bit out, upward direction. Okay, so I'm going to place that component Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So this is Q2. Q1 is here, I guess. M. This is Q1. So Q1 I will place it here. I think this is more enough. Q1. Next I will place Q2. Q2 I will place. We will place Q2 here. Okay. Next we will place Q somewhere here, and then we will place Q4. Okay, so now the resistors correspond to that. Look at the circuit diagram once. Yeah, here it is. That is labeled as R12 to, yeah, R12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that should be nearby together. Okay, R12, 13, 14, 15. So we will choose so that, so carefully look into the component and you see how they are to be placed. This is the first thing that is supposed to do here. Okay, so R12 is here, so we can select one. So R12, 13 we can select it together, and we can move that, so that the placement becomes very easy now, and you can also relocate very easily these components. I think we will rotate it. We have space vertically, we can rotate this. So what I'll do is I will rotate this, and I'm going to move this aside. Sorry. Okay, move this side, select this, rotate it, one more rotation. Yes, perfect. Do like this. Okay, yeah, this can be done. And take this, rotate set, M, R, sorry, M, R, yeah, and move. Just move around and place a component. Okay, then one more component, that is R14 and 15. R15 is M, take it, so rotate it, R, not this way, this way, fine. Perfect. Then we have to place one more resistor, last one, R15, I don't know where this is, such that R15 should be here somewhere. Yeah, R15 is here. Zoom out and move it. Rotate it, rotate, zoom in and then place. Perfect. I think this we have almost placed almost all the components. Few components are left out. Okay, these components we need to see carefully and then place it accordingly. So yeah, C1, C2. Okay, now look it from the barrel connector and identify which component has to be placed where. We can decide based on that. We have placed all these components. There is a switch also there. There is a switch here. I think these R1, R2, R3 can be one side. They can be placed one side. So let me place R1, R2 and R3 at one side which is close to the VCC. So this R1, R2 and R3 we will place it one side. M. So I'll these move this together to one direction so that I can move this. Okay, somewhere here. So we can place those components over here. Later we can decide the position of this because they're all connected to VCC. Probably we can actually rotate this. This is the right way. Move it. Okay. And we have connectors like capacitor C5 is there, and there is one more capacitor C1. C1 should be close to 150 ohms, R1. So R1 we will place it here. Yeah. I place my R1 over here. And near the R1, C1 should be placed. Yeah, somebody is having an issue. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, somebody is talking. Yes, tell me. Okay. See, in the problem statement, I have nowhere mentioned about the dimension as such, right? I have not specified any dimension in the problem statement. So it is your wish, whatever the dimension you can choose. It's not the aim. Okay. What I suggest is when you pull out all the components together, you can make out now what should be the size. So I think I have selected it 60 mm by 80 mm, I guess, or 120 mm. 60 mm by 120 mm I choose, if I'm not wrong. Is that clear? So not you need to worry about the dimension unless I provide it in the statement. Then only you have to think about that. Okay. Okay, I'll continue. I think almost 53 it is, so 11:53. So I might have to stop somewhere. So this process takes time. So I can't help because if I have to do that PCB routing very well, then the placement is very important. How you place a component, where you place a component, and all the tracking should be nearby. Otherwise, it will make a very lengthy tracking. So you have to go with the double layer or single layer. So that too again become difficult. So what I suggest is I will complete this here. So two components are there to be taken. So we will move it around. So I think yes, escape, press M and move this component. So C1 is placed here. I think we can rotate this as well. Okay, fine. So this looks good. Then we have to place one more, that is C5. Look at the circuit diagram. C5 should be near to the supply, that's it, because it's a capacitor, and to the VCC, so we can place it anywhere here, somewhere here we can place and rotate it and place it over here. That's it. Oh, sorry, Control Z. This is the C5 and place it here. Rotate it. Rotate. Yes, that's perfect. Now I have some switches and this SPST and R4. So R4 and SPST comes together. Yeah, so first comes the switch, then comes the R4. So we can place that. So I will make a provision for that switch and R4. So this is R4. Rotate it. And the switch is SPST here. Move this. Yeah. Okay, move this. Yeah, we are almost done with the placement of this. So M, I need to place the switch somewhere. Probably I can place it somewhere here and rotate it. Yes, that's good. That is better, I guess. Switch could be in the middle. I'll place the switch in the middle and we'll make these components bit up. Okay, that's it. So next I think capacitors are to place, so you place it wherever required. I think it is near to that the U2, that is here, somewhere down. Here we will place a component one by one. Yes, so this C4 R R M. C4 is here and C3 M move. Let's name it R R R. Place it here and C2 M M R R R. I think yeah, that could be here. It's not an issue. We can place it here. So yeah, we are done with this placement of this component. Next class we will next time we will see the routing.